What a night. What a game. Barcelona vs Inter Milan. 6 goals, endless drama, and one unforgettable star, Lamine Yamal. This wasn't just a Champions League match. This was a war of football philosophies. A reminder that the beautiful game, at its peak, is pure theatre. From the first whistle to the final moment, this one had everything. Goals, comebacks, heartbreak, and glory. And right at the center of it, a 16-year-old kid playing like a legend. Let's go back to how it started. Camp Nou lit up. The tension was electric. Barcelona fans were buzzing, not just because they were hosting Inter Milan, but because the stage was set for revenge, redemption, and recognition. The match preview had everything we hoped for. A clash between La Liga and Serie A giants. Between youth and experience. Between the technical brilliance of Barcelona and the disciplined firepower of Inter. And boy, did the game deliver. 6 goals, 3 for each side. But this wasn't just a goal fest. This was chess at the speed of a street fight. Tactically tense, emotionally explosive. Inter Milan opened the scoring, silencing the Catalan crowd early on. Marcus Thuram with a thunderbolt, reminding everyone why he's considered one of the most dangerous forwards in Europe right now. He sliced through the Barca defense with surgical precision. And for a moment, it felt like Inter were in total control. But then, boom. A spark. A kid named Lamine Yamal, 16 years old, but carrying himself like he's been here for a decade. He didn't just equalize, he exploded into the game. That first goal, pure art. The touch, the acceleration, the calm finish. The roar from the crowd wasn't just celebration, it was shock. Everyone knew they were witnessing something special. This wasn't just a good performance. This was a coming-of-age moment under the brightest lights football has to offer. But Inter, being Inter, didn't stay quiet. Denzel Dumfries, the Dutch powerhouse, bulldozed through the right flank and created chaos. His assist for the second Inter goal was a thing of beauty. Thuram again, clinical, ruthless. 2-1 to Inter. Camp Nou stunned again. You could feel the pain in the air. Barcelona fans slumped in their seats. You don't expect to concede twice at home like that. Not in a Champions League night. But this wasn't a night for giving up. This was a night for fighting back. Second half begins. And Barcelona looks different. Faster, hungrier, more alive. Pedri and Gavi started controlling the midfield, threading passes like magicians. Frenkie de Jong started pushing up, pressing like a man possessed. Then came the magic again. Lamine Yamal. Again. He danced past defenders like they were cones. Created space where there was none. And boom, 2-2. The crowd erupted. Not just because of the goal. But because it was him again. The kid was carrying Barcelona on his shoulders and smiling while doing it. But the roller coaster wasn't done. Inter Milan, proud and fierce, struck back again. A corner. Chaos in the box. And a scrappy finish gave them their third. 3-2. Could you believe it? 3 goals conceded at home. Barcelona's defensive structure looked like it was hanging by a thread. Ter Stegen looked furious. Xavi looked exhausted. The fans, on the edge of tears and screams at the same time. But then came the moment. Not a goal. Not a tackle. But a feeling. You could feel it. That Barcelona wasn't done. That this wasn't over. And just when you thought the night couldn't get crazier, bang. In the 89th minute. Barcelona presses like wolves. Lewandowski holds the ball, turns, lays it off, and who's there? Yamal again. Not to score. This time to assist. A perfect cutback to Ferran Torres, who smashes it into the net. 3-3. Pure ecstasy. Camp Nou lost its mind. Grown men in tears. Children jumping in their parents' arms. And Lamine. Calm. Cool. Collected. Like this was just another game. This wasn't just a draw. This was a rescue mission. And the youngest player on the pitch was the hero. Let's talk numbers for a second. Lamine Yamal had 2 goals and 1 assist. At 16. Against Inter Milan. In the Champions League. He completed 5 successful dribbles, created 4 chances, and had a passing accuracy of 88%. That's not just impressive, that's generational. On the other side, Marcus Thuram had a brace, with Dumfries creating 2 assists. These weren't ordinary performances. These were battles for legacy. Barcelona had 60% possession, over 18 attempts, with 9 on target. Inter had less of the ball but made every moment count. Tactically, Simone Inzaghi was brilliant. He knew Barcelona would press, so he used Dumfries and Thuram as destroyers on the counter. Xavi, on the other hand, gambled on youth, and was rewarded beyond belief. What makes this draw so powerful isn't just the goals, it's the emotion behind them. Every pass was loaded. Every shot felt like a punch. Every minute was history being made. Now here's where it gets real. This match wasn't just about qualifying or points. This was about identity. Barcelona is rebuilding, again. They've lost legends. They've fallen. They've doubted themselves. But nights like these remind the world, Barca is still magic. And maybe, just maybe, their future doesn't lie in big money signings or tactical revolutions. Maybe it lies in kids like Lamine. Homegrown. Hungry. Humble. But fearless. And Inter. Don't sleep on them. They came to Spain and bared their teeth. No fear. No retreat. They'll be a problem in the knockout rounds. You can't look at that Thuram-Dumfries combo and not be terrified. This team knows how to suffer, and they know how to strike. But let's not lie, this game belonged to Lamine Yamal. He didn't just perform. He created a memory. A timestamp in football history. Years from now, fans will talk about this night and say, that's when we knew. That's when we knew this kid was different. That's when we knew the future of Barcelona, and maybe football, was already here. And that's the beauty of the game, isn't it? It's not always about trophies or stats. Sometimes, it's about moments. And tonight gave us a masterpiece. Thanks for watching. This is Soccer Spender, where football isn't just a game, it's emotion, passion, money, and madness. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more emotional breakdowns, wild match reactions, and all the drama money can't buy. Because football isn't just played on the pitch, it lives in the hearts of those who feel it. See you in the next one.